All right, so let's give a quick talk about like if your woods looks a little similar to this, where maybe it's pretty shaded, you don't see a ton of understory, you got some pines up there. What should you be doing next? I got my snack, my lunch snack with me. But my first reaction, okay, and without any other information, without any other goals, what I'm going to always advise in this type of scenario is to thin out your forest. You really need to thin out the trees. Even though they don't look like you would consider it like overstocked and overdense, in the forester's eyes, you got a lot of little skinny trees, but all in all, it is dense, it is thick, because there is no sunlight hitting the ground, okay? And so even though you have some shrubs, you see all of that leaf litter, which essentially is telling you there's no herbaceous plants. I'm gonna walk out of here a little bit because mosquitoes are insane. But you really need to get that sunlight to the ground. If you have any type of hope of really helping your habitat thrive, you need to open up the canopy more and allow the sunlight to hit the ground. And then my next reaction, my next recommendation for you is going to be prescribed burn. A combination of thinning and burning will do a world of wonders for your property, and you'll really start to see not only the whole ecosystem, the habitat start to come alive and thrive, you really start to see your wildlife start to thrive. So if you have some pines that you would consider natural and maybe you're thinking they're doing just fine and you're like, what do I do? One, call a forester, let them actually put their eyes on you. And then two, don't be surprised if their first recommendation is going to be thin this out. Now there's different ways to thin it, but thin it out and then add fire. So if you have any questions about particular land management recommendations, or perhaps you want me to come out to your property and give you some initial knee-jerk reactions of what you should do, give me a message, shoot me a call. I'd love to start those conversations with you to see how I can best help you, or at least get you in the right direction, on the right track. So I'll talk to y'all later.